to my channel, Country Conversations with Diva D. I am about to give it to you and give it to you real and raw like I do. This is the episode review of Salt Lake City, Après-Lumière. I guess that's how you say it. Season 4, episode 6. Let's get right into it. So, they are still at Lisa's party. And Miss Angie K is chasing Meredith all around the room. And she says, she just want to talk to you. She just want to talk to you for a second. And then she says, I heard you were spreading nasty rumors. And then Meredith's like, what rumors? And she says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Angie say, you're the only one who's spreading your legs to every man all over Salt Lake City. So my husband is loyal and faithful to me. And she says, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not spreading any rumors about you. And then when it says, well, you said at the airport you knew something about her husband. But again, this is Whitney's fault because nobody has said anything about any rumor or what the rumor is. Then she said, well, I'm just going to talk to you when you learn how to respect me. I'm not going to talk to somebody who doesn't respect me. And then Angie K said, you don't respect yourself. And then they flash back to Lisa saying Meredith does the same thing to her. And she has this arsenal of rumors that she keeps into. And so again, I said that last time. Sort of like Miss Marge over there on New Jersey. And Angie keeps saying, you're spreading the rumor. You are spreading rumor. You're spreading rumor to different women in the group. And Lisa says, well, I know she did the same thing to me. And she said, yes, she did the same thing to you because remember when she said that you were giving BJs for jazz tickets? And at this point, Mary's hungry. And she's wondering where the food is. Heather in confessional says, when she's heard the rumor as well. She heard that, old Sean over there sleeps with men. And I guess when he came into Utah wearing his tapered pants and tight T-shirts, they were like, and doing hair, that he must have been sleeping with men. But I don't think that's where the rumor is coming from, just for him doing hair. In my opinion, I still see some validity to it. And Angie K keeps talking about she's been married 27 years and, that they are loyal and faithful to each other and they were married in the Orthodox church and all that good stuff. And they're going to stay loyal to each other and blase, blase, blase. Anyway, again, in the flashback, Meredith and Lisa are talking, and she said, well, you don't want to talk about rumors because I know some rumors about her husband. But again, she never says what the rumors are. So we back to Angie K at her home, and now she's saying that Mary, I have to throw that a quick detail about Mary. That's not gonna Mary say I don't wasted another outfit. And I hate that they didn't show Mary anymore because that would have been hilarious. And Meredith, back to Meredith. So she tells Sean about the rumor. And Sean's like, this rumor has been out on me ever since I moved to Utah, doing hair and, looking effeminate. And he's like, this is going to affect my daughter, Electra, whatever it is. It's okay. Angie K. And maybe it's Greek. Is there a Greek goddess named Electra? I think it is. I'm really into Greek mythology, so maybe that's where they got that from. Because, they're Greek. And he doesn't want Electra and her friends to know about this rumor that's out there. And he says that Meredith is a cruel, nasty woman. And she's not welcome in his home. Again, nobody mentions Whitney or Monica. Now, Monica is the person who knows the rumor. who actually said what the rumor was. However, again, Meredith, nothing. Whitney encouraged uh, Whitney. Whitney encouraged Monica to tell the rumor. So again, the only people whose hands should be dirty here are Whitney's and Monica's, but she doesn't see it that way. And okay, we go to Monica, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because they are starting their day. She getting her girls up, and she's getting them up and getting them ready for school. And she says that she didn't get that quality time with her mother because they moved around a lot, and she wants to be better for her children. And she gets on to one of her children by the name of Wesley and says, "Well, I heard you said the B word." And she said, "Well, I meant to say boner." So I don't know if she was saying boner, which was the bad word, or did she say biatch. But she says that, she tells the little girl that it's wrong for her to say that. And they go to Lisa after that. And then Lisa talks about Jack going to mission, and they go to a spa. And while they're at the spa and they're talking about the mission, Lisa is telling him about how Heather is really against him doing mission. And in so many words, he says it's not her business, but we will learn why Whitney is so insistent upon him not doing this mission. And I see her point. I definitely see her point of view here, and we're going to see why. And then Lisa is going to have a serious meltdown at some point here. Now, she was like, "Well, at least he chose mission instead of teen pregnancy." And they talk about the prom, and he has a nice looking young lady that he's taking to the prom, and Jack really feels like he's ready for mission. So, okay, he's ready for mission, and she admits that she really has not read any of the doctrine. She doesn't know about the Book of Mormon. He's only just started reading it. And here is where I feel like Heather, he does not know enough about his own religion to go around spreading mission, which means that, to me, just like Heather feels like, and we'll learn later, that he is going to maybe be spreading some misinformation and getting people involved in this religion, and he doesn't know about it himself. According to Lisa, the good people, they get to go in temple, and they get to dress really nice. But if you drink too much Diet Coke, foolishness. Religion, I tell you. If you drink too much Diet Coke, like me, then you're not worthy. And then some people may not feel that they're worthy because they had sex outside of marriage. Okay. These people, I'm assuming, in the temples are perfect. So, we move right along. Angie K and Whitney and Lisa, they meet up. In this meeting, Angie K talks about how Sean cried. Lisa said that she's in a weird position because she's trying to build a relationship back with Meredith, but Meredith is spreading rumors. She says she knows about the rumor. She's not spreading the rumor. I mean, are these people serious? And so Lisa makes this whole conversation about her. Lisa starts dragging Heather, and for what? Because Angie K lets her know that Heather invites her over for a little bird house painting thing, and Heather apologizes to Angie K because they've been knowing each other since they were 15 years old. And then Lisa, "I have been going through a lot of things myself, and nobody's freaking apologized to me. Heather is minding my business." Having a meltdown. "Heather is minding my business about Jack going fishing, and she's never apologized to me. And I went through the same thing last year with Meredith, and nobody had my back. Even Whitney, who is now kissing Lisa's behind and called her a mean girl, by the way, when we first started. Remember the Heather and Whitney bad weather? I believe that was started by old big-headed Lisa. I can't stand this woman. Lisa and Whitney. But Whitney is right in the moment. She has a full-blown meltdown about somebody else's issue. And she's like, in the moment, she goes, well, I know this is about you, but Heather has never apologized to me. And it's not fair. And I am cool on everybody else except you guys. And sing. After the party, we back on Meredith. Meredith says, I had a really, really bad accident. I was leaving the party and our driver guy, he lost control of the car, and we had a real bad accident. He chose snowbank. It was between the snowbank and the cliff, and she actually thought that she was going to lose her life. I felt so for Meredith at this moment. Now, Meredith is my girl, okay? She is my absolute favorite on the show, and she's finally accepting the fact that Brooks is gay. I really think that initially when she was accusing people of outing him, that she knew. But she's like, well, he hadn't decided what he wanted to be. You remember going through all of that? Girl, bye. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and every other blind individual could see that boy was homosexual. Were you in a little bit of denial being in Utah? Because there's a lot of homophobia that's going on around this, according to Miss Heather. Okay, so they go snowshoeing, and he talks about his relationships, and he was in a serious relationship, but he's moving on. And next we have Mun and Granny. I love Mun's relationship with her grandmother, not so much with that mama. And we'll learn about that later. Mun takes Granny down there to the Macad's, and she's in a bad mood. And she says, what you want? Now, this is truly a Portuguese woman or Colombian woman, because she is very traditional. So she asks her, what does she want? You want to fry? No, she don't want to fry. She's hungry. And what does coincidentally Granny like? Good old filet of fish. And when I talk about Mary at the end of this episode, we're going to talk about how she was offered filet of fish. Down to the Watch What Happens Live. I'm going to quickly talk about that. Mun and her mother gets into it. And Monica's like, well, you trying to encourage my children to get involved in a church that you didn't even want me involved in. And you weren't loyal to the church yourself. And she was like, I was loyal to the church. I was a single mother. I couldn't get to go to the church like I wanted to. I wanted to take you guys. And Mom says, like, well, you were so loyal that I got pregnant at 19. And she says, well, I went through a lot. I was a single mother, had no car, no food in the home sometimes. And then Monica's like, I went through the same thing. We are the same person. I am a single mother now. I am trying to do better for my kids than what you did for me. And Monica admits that she was on food stamps and state assistance too. And she's like, Mom, you're just going to have to be more respectful to me. And she's like, I don't have to be respectful to you. I'm your mother. And she said, you just got to stop coming in my house, without knocking. And she says, I don't have to, don't do the 69 on the couch. I can do 69 on the couch if I want to in my own house, helper. And she goes into this story about how her mother didn't hang up the phone really well, and Monica says that she wished that was her first time. She hears her mom call her a piece of it. She hears her call her a bitch, and hears her call her a dirty B as well. Then Granny steps in and she say, "No dirty talk." And Monica was like, I just hate me and my mother can't get it together. And then they go back and forth, and then, she's like, the mother yells at her and says, "This is not a pissing contest." Yes, it is. You don't like your daughter. Are you jealous of her? What is the deal with you? What is the dynamics with you in this relationship? Do you resent her from when you had to be a single mother and raise your children alone? I know a lot of mothers do that. And then here she is pressuring Monica to stay within the confines of the Mormon church. To me, I used to watch that Amish show. I can't think of the name of it. To me, the Mormon church is so similar to the Amish. And baby, when they get out there and they're sitting to decide if they're going to be free of the Amish faith or whatever they're doing over there, they used to be so excited about leaving to, get out and get freedom on that show. And even though they gave them that moment to get freedom, they still disowned them. Practically had, anything to do with them. And I'm saying that may be the same situation that goes on in the Mormon church. Well, here we go. The explanation about the Mormon church. Heather and Whitney go skiing. Heather keeps eating nasty stuff. Side note. I don't know why she's doing this. Heather says, "I'm not happy about Jack going to mission. He's going to be telling people things. He's going to be going door to door, pressuring people to join this religion that Whitney, both of us know that it's so destructive." And then Whitney says, "I really don't care." And Heather says, "Well, I did have good experience. I learned different languages. But the recruiting process, these people are going to be going into these churches and being recruited to the Mormon religion without even knowing how detrimental it can be, and the root cause of different things that's going on in this church." Yes, we know about the alleged incest. She never mentions that, but she does talk about how they're homophobic, bigoted, and the church doesn't recognize transgender people at all. They act like it don't exist. She never goes into how the reason why they don't like to drink the caffeine, allegedly. Now, I'm a religion historian right here. And my understanding is the reason why I don't like to drink that good caffeine is because it's for the dark races. And caffeine make your complexion darker, allegedly. Okay, you better look that thing up. And this religion can be very separatist, right? I know all about them, having a separate heaven for the darkies and a separate heaven for the light-skinned people, right? Don't supposed to be one heaven. Child, where did they get that stuff from? And yet they say that Mary is in a cult. Now, my thing here is Whitney. Lisa ain't your friend. So I know that Whitney is being a hypocrite. I agree with you 100%, but that's not your fight to fight. I say stay out of it. Let Jack go on his mission. And if people are gullible enough to fall for because I can guarantee you they don't tell that they're homophobic on these missions and they're door-to-door knocking. I can guarantee you they don't tell that, they have a separate area for the Negroids and the Caucasoids. I did not learn any of this because when they were on mission right here in Mississippi, I let them come in my home because I was impressed with the Church of Latter-day Saints watching those commercials back in the day, like in the early 90s. And I let them come in my home and talk to me, and they can be very convincing. And I did in the Mormon Bible, and I did read some of it. So trust me when I tell you I know what I speak of. Yes. Everything that I'm telling you is in there about, the caffeine. And I'm like, did they realize that they sold this book to a black person? But when they're in the recruiting process, I don't really think they care. They just want somebody to join for dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to cut it right there. That was my review for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let's like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. However, I want to go into real quickly on Watch What Happens Live on Mary's appearance. Mary did the hibachi outfits. She did not like one outfit. Andy was feeling so uncomfortable, but she was a he to me. Mary in that outfit, it was okay, but nothing to just talk about Heather, because Heather's outfit was cute, and she hibachied it, right? And said that it wasn't real because they don't make size 14. Of course, girl, stop. I can attest, I do believe that Heather can afford real. Is it Gucci? I think it was Gucci. I believe that Heather can afford that if she wants it, okay? Stop, Mary. Cha-cha-cha. But Mary took me. I can't even lie. And then when that Z-Way tried to get her to eat that fish sandwich, she was like, she don't eat fish sandwich. She's vegan. Then they ordered her some chicken. And she said, well, I have to have the whole thing. But she's vegan. Mary. Mary, quite contrary. Mary, I probably wouldn't have ate that fish sandwich either. The mayonnaise was running off of it. And yeah, and then she had, and would you eat that? Oh, Mary needs her snowflake back. Okay. All right. This time I'm really out. I had said that I was going to talk a little bit about Mary's appearance because she tickled me. Okay. And this is my channel and I can do what I want to do. All right. Now, bye-bye. Thanks for watching, you guys.